Well, Neil, long time no see. It's the first time we've seen you on the TV table since the Crucible. How do you feel with your form out there?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow start with the first frame. He definitely could have won it, and I did well to pinch it on the black. Very similar to my match with Barry Pinches, where I won that one on the black as well, and then managed to finish it off really well. So and tonight was good as well. The last couple of frames there were really good, and yeah, very pleased to get through.
The fact you've not dropped a frame so far, does that help in these tournaments to just get through easily early on in the week and not kind of exert yourself too much in those opening matches?
Yeah, 2 clean sheets. Yeah, it's nice to do that, you know, because players are aware of what scores you're winning by, and you know, and can try and get a gauge to see how you're playing. So I guess the fact that I won 4-0, 4-0 tells you that I'm not giving my opponents too many chances, and you know, obviously look to build on and be stronger and stronger as it goes on.
We missed you at the British Open, but for a very good reason. Congratulations are in order for you and Miller's wedding. Tell us about the day.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was everything kind of we hoped it would be. I was very nervous in the lead up, just hoping that everything would go well, and probably more nervous sort of going out to do the dance than anything else I've ever done in my life. So that went really well. I absolutely hate dancing, so it was quite a surprise to me that I actually, you know, managed to do the job really well. And you know, Miller was fantastic throughout the whole day, and yeah, like I say, it was everything that we could have hoped for.
In that break since the Crucible, you spoke, you know, on a podcast, and you're quite honestly about how disappointing it was at the World Championship not to necessarily, you know, cash in on the good form you were in, and also about how you've maybe not always produced your best form at the World Championship. How much of a disappointment was it, the fact that you lost out in the end there after having been in such good form at the Tour Championship?
Yeah, and I was carrying that through into the World Championships. You know, I had a really good match with Jack Lazowski, and then you know, similar kind of pattern where, you know, I was sort of pretty dominant in the opening session, and it was 5-3, possibly could have gone 6-2, and then you know, Kyron never really went away for the whole match. Very similar to kind of, I think, the last 4 times I've lost in the quarterfinals. I'm playing these gritty guys who just, you know, never go away. Yeah, so there's a couple of changes I'm going to be making. I think, you know, I get a lot of satisfaction in winning tournaments by myself, kind of without anyone there. You're your own coach and psychologist, or whatever you want to call it, and it gives you a lot of satisfaction when you don't sort of have someone there to help you. So maybe I've just been too stubborn there over the years, because whenever I've, you know, done really well there, I've always had sort of like a couple of people there with me to keep an eye on things, see how you're playing, and so that's certainly a big change I'm going to be making. You know, this year for sure. I think it's important to have an extra set of eyes on you to make sure that you are playing the match the way you want to play the game, and not sort of get dragged in playing other people's style of play. So that's probably the most important thing that I think that I've realised, is that, you know, if I want to win more world titles, then I'm going to have to, you know, I can't just be there by myself. You know, you've got to have other people there. I think, you know, Kyron does it really well with his brother, and Judd as well. You know, Selby's got Chris Henry, or he's got, you know, Bobby Lee from Hong Kong coming over. So, yeah, it's just a tournament that's an exception to anything else, where I think you do need a good support group around you.
And going ahead this week, up next, it's Ricky Walden, an interesting match. What sort of game are you expecting?
Yeah, we've been involved in some really good matches actually over the years. You know, fantastic player. He's won, you know, a few ranking titles, and yeah, he's you know, someone who's he seems to play his best against the really top players. You know, I think probably one thing that maybe lets him down slightly is that maybe he doesn't get himself up for the matches that, you know, that maybe aren't the big blockbuster matches, but he'll have no problem in getting up playing me, and I really enjoy playing him. He plays the game the right way, so yeah, whatever happens, it will be a good game.
It's a game we'll look forward to watching. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.